BagFuel, baby.
Yeah, man, some tequila shit, man. I need to wake you up.
Nah, I'm up. I'm just like you talking to me about you doing records with Raina Simone. I'm just thinking like, where's the money at? I keep asking everybody this. I feel like everybody's still doing the music for the love because we love the music, and you have and I'm not talking about your pockets, but I see your establishment. It seems like that you've done well with your money, and you've kept your money. So are you just doing it for the love because you don't need the capital?
Well, it's not just only doing it for the love. It's doing it because when it's in your DNA, you can't stop. Money or not, you know. One thing when I learned, I just want to play that little Caesar real quick. Yeah, that's what I want to play because it's gonna help add a little question. It's good, you know what I'm saying to you. Just play that for me. That's it. Don't worry about the song, but let's talk. Don't worry about. So my whole thing, it was always for me the music first. And from the music, once you have the music, it's the car for transportation for other things.
Okay.
It's not that much money in selling MP3. Like I'm sitting on the board of the Grammys.
Yeah, I
How
know.
much Spotify pays us? You know, how much iTunes when you put in music. But when you go to the shows, that's why you could see Travis Scott.
Yeah, but Esso said earlier, that's now that you're in a position of always being a whore. Because if you're unable to perform, because it's a physical toll, let's say you mess up your ankle or something happens, respiratory, your money's gonna slow down. Because like you said, there's no money in streaming while you can stay home or when the music's playing. I think that's the big issue right now. People have to really work as if it's a real job.
Because
Oh, it is.
because the veterans right now, the veterans are the ones to me that is keeping the love of music alive.
Yeah.
The people that are coming up now are not focused on making music. They want to hit a lick.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. The music right now is about hitting a lick because they understand that there's not a lot of money in streaming, not a lot of money in this. But if I get some clout and I can do some tours, then maybe I could act and do some other things that's gonna help me make the money. Maybe Nike's gonna endorse me or something like that. But those deals are few and far in between. It's not a lot of people that are in line that is gonna understand the business, that's gonna understand the fulfillment, because because they'll give you the money, then you gotta fulfill the contract, meaning you gotta show up, you gotta kiss babies, you gotta be in shoots for long hours, you gotta do all these other things that they pay you up front for, right? And then what suffers is the music. Because now, music, you can't just make the music. You have to make the content to go with the music. You have to do the freestyle. You got to make the content and you got to promote yourself. So when we were doing it and when it's meat and potatoes, all we said to do was master your artistry.
Yep, that's the key. Because when you're good at what you do, no one could take money away. Why you think you have been right now artists that 90s hip hop that's still going on tour, make so much festivals. They're not big in America. I never forget that. I used to go on tour. I remember we was all the way in Asia with Wyclef. We was doing a show. And we saw a line from here all the way to Times Square. From here, 26 to Times Square. And you know, people, they will line up for days. They was going to see Lionel Richie. But Lionel Richie wasn't big because Lionel Richie was really big. But when you put great music global, that's why you know my songs, like when you see Hips Don't Lie or Maria Carlos Santana, they're just saying, you know, a lot of my records, they're like big overseas. These artists, they go overseas to collect. Then also, they're selling this.
Merch and clothes.
Yo, yes. People I train artists. Like, you know, I work with a lot of young artists, you know, which the kid was in my studio for years. Okay? For years, I platinum sounds, you know, but he was a great hustler. Like he knows that people, the young kids want, you know, the young team kids wants him. Then he would do song. He charged like 5 people. Yo, I do a verse for you. $5 grand. He only take cash. and he would rent the studio. That was the hustle. Then after that, he got a deal. Now, this guy buying so many Ferraris, don't even know how many more Ferraris he want. But at the time where I'm being real, he couldn't pay the studio session.
But they were buying more music back then too. It didn't fully change when Rich the Kid first dropped.
Internet.
It
was more internet.
It was more, but it didn't fully change. It did. He caught the last. He caught the last of it.
Exactly.
Rich the Kid caught the last of it. But that's what I'm saying right now, though, Jerry. Like I'm just being honest. You don't have the time to make the good music. And I got a good question. Will Lauryn Hill survive right now in this climate? The way she recorded, the way y'all recorded, will Lauryn Hill pop off in 2025? Needing to do content and all the rest of the stuff.
But you know what? At the end of the day, it's a different day we live in. Now, who's the new Lauryn Hill now? That's how you gotta look at it.
Hold on. I said the closest was Doechii.
Yeah. Well, Doechii is Doechii today.
Yeah, I understand.
You feel what I'm saying to you? Doechii, and there's a lot of, I'm sitting on the board of the Grammys, right? And I have platinum sounds. I see all the new artists. Studio you come with a platinum, somehow you end up in my studio. And I see so many young
You on the board, nigga. You better come to this fucking studio, nigga. You in the board, nigga. I'm trying to get me a Grammy. What the fuck is you talking about? Where the fuck Jerry at? Book me and Jerry shit, nigga.
But what I'm saying, though, it's so many young artists, and this is why I work in, and I tell these artists, you have to have the respect. If you're an attorney, you're a lawyer, would you bring all your friends while you're doing a case? And a lot of these artists, man, they come to the studio, man, everybody on, high and drunk, and it's just like vibe. They're in La La Land.
Y'all wasn't high and drunk when y'all was young? When it was you, Wyclef, Pras, Loren, y'all wasn't high and drunk?
We was smoking.
But I'm just asking.
It was. But you know what? What we had that was my dad's house.
Okay.
That where we did a booger basement. I helped build that studio. Me, Wyclef, and my brothers. And we built the platinum sound. I say platinum? The booger basement. What was great about it, man? It was like, man, at the time, niggas was smoking corn leaves.
But wax it.
You know what I'm saying?
Or beaties.
Beaties.
You was hoping you was high. You was hoping you was high.
See, they don't know about beaties.
With the little string on it. Oh my God.
You was a real crack.
I hated the beaties, Joe.
Yep. But what was great with that basement, man, we would have, of course, at the time we have Radega, at the time, with the Outsiders. We used to be in that booger basement, and everybody. Then we have Beanie Man one day, Bounty Killer the next day, and even when there wasn't friends like that. You know what I mean? There was like really. So I always have a home where a lot of artists. It was like the temple. Booger basement was the temple. Then moving forward, I came up with the platinum sounds. We built that platinum sound is the hub for music. Until today, the other thing I'm doing is a lot of education. Now I'm going back because I started, like you said, who's the next Lauryn Hill? Who's the next, I'm seeing these young students, some of them are so dope, but they don't have the mentorship. That's what we're talking about, mentorship.
Ain't no money.
The team.
Mentors was there because they seen money in them. Ain't no money.
But also, too, the art of being a producer is not what it is.
Not what it used to be.
Yeah,
not anymore.
No, not anymore. Like, you understand music on a cellular level. So you care about instrumentation. You care about how the song invokes emotion towards different parts of the bridges, how the verse comes in. A lot of these beats, they have no soul. It's very 4 bars, straightforward. It doesn't feel like a movie.
They're track writers.
Yeah.
They're not producers, they're track writers.
Yeah, but I think that's what's really hurting the quality of the music now. And then all you need is one good single to give the fulfillment of money. So it's just a factory now. Get a good single, good beat, done. We make our money. Peace be on to you guys. Go sell your merch. So that's what I think is missing. A Jerry Wonder.
They don't have enough money for Jerry.
Well,
That's true.
Well, the thing
That's
is,
just, I'm just keeping it
the
real.
thing is, this is why I'm training. This is why really important to me to add value to the young creators, music creators. I do my summer camp program where I get over 300 students and add value, right? The key is these kids, they sit in their bedroom, they get a PC laptop, learn how to use FL Studio or learn how to use Ableton, and they call it drag and drop. Like they don't really play, you know, and they make a hot beat and they just put it online. They sell it for $250. And now, where's the integrity of the music? Because there's none of that anymore. Even with AI. AI is it's something that add value. It's like you can't run away from AI, but at the same time, where is the music? At the end of the day, all the artists you tell me, they all know how to play one instrument because they want to be. You want to be a writer, you need to learn how to play one instrument. At least chords. Nobody looking for you to be the best player. And the more you understand the music, the more you could create music with integrity.
No, it's a money play now.
Those kind of music that around in the 90s, like the score album, you know, especially, you know, co-producing that whole album. I was playing my bass while we sampling. You know, we would put some keys and put some horns, put some stuff, but we still doing the sampling. Like we go back and sample record, but it's not like we sample, that's the only thing you hear. We add value, other value. We brand it. So we missing musicianship.
But you don't have the time. The technology, see, this is the issue, and this is the part, that I'm saying to the veterans, like when we were recording. You got me by a few years, but it's still all merged in the same time.
Yes.
Okay, they don't have the time to do what we once did. When I managed Rockwilder, right? People would do projects and call you and say, Jerry, let me come over there and play you what I've done. So you know where I'm at with my project, Jerry.
Yes.
You know what that meant? I have time.
Yeah.
I can develop my product because when I go to Jerry, Jerry's not gonna pull up a beat for me. Jerry's gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna make something for you. I'm gonna bring in my people and we're gonna nail it. I got the perfect songwriter. You wanna come in and co-write?
Yeah.
That greatness takes time. The technology is not allowing the young kids for the time, nor is it providing the money for us to do this. So while you're teaching them the great part of the creator, right, of the creative, I would come in there and say, Jerry's teaching you great, right? Now you coming over to my class. How are we gonna take that and make money off of it?
Yes.
That's what we gotta explore. So if we're gonna be a rapper or a singer, right? We gotta say, okay, like you said, the music is the calling card, correct?
Yeah, that's it.
I'm gonna focus on my merch.
Yeah.
So if every CD was $10, which is what we were making back then, okay? When I sell one T-shirt that's $30, I'm gonna look at that as 3 CDs.
Yeah.
So instead of me being a rapper who's selling music, now I'm selling merch. And I have to look at it and say, I don't need 1 million people at $10. Now I need 333,000. And if I get those people, I can come back to Jerry and say, let's make more music because the music is not paying off with spins and streams, but it's paying off in my pockets with the merch and the people like.
And this is exactly what you're saying. This is why the major labels waiting for somebody to get somewhere before they even mess with you. Back in the days, oh my God, you give a verse as an inner, yo, you sign
I got it
right
first.
now. Oh, you got a verse. I sign you right now. No music, nothing, because everybody already know what they're gonna do. They're gonna put a machine behind you, $10 million. You know, behind you.
Easy.
Easy. But right now, you have to have something. And like you said, this is where people content, this is where it's at. A lot of content help you. Even how many.
No. Keep going.
Yeah, because that's where it's at. And once you get your content, you have your fans. If you could go to SOBs, you bring 500 people. Listen, man, you don't even need a major deal yet, because you take a major deal right now, you're messing up everything.
Wow.
Keep going. Take that 500 people, 300 people buy T-shirt, 200 people.
Even if it's 100, nigga.
100.
100 motherfuckers at $30. We got We got 3,000 we walking out with, right?
Now you understand, right? Now guess what? You start doing that. Get an event.
30,000.
Yo,
30,000,
you get
yeah.
an event. You get 30,000. Now every label's gonna be calling you. Can I please take a meeting? Because they already see you.
But am I a clothing deal? Am I a clothing salesman or am I selling music?
You're a businessman.
No, what you're doing though, you said, I'm dealing with the major label. Now you have what you call more power, where you said, by the way, I don't mind signing a deal with you. Where is the marketing dollars? How much money you putting in my marketing? F the music, because you're already gonna have the music. How much money they're gonna make sure when that drive now, because your money, your deal with the label, you create a partnership with the label. When you do your show,
know this, Jerry? How the fuck they gonna know all this, Jerry, coming off the street?
well, let me say, this is what you call team. Did you say management? You was managing one of the best, top, my closest friend producer. That's mean he makes sure he had somebody to manage.
That was
a
back
lot of these kids, they're
then.
getting their voice. They're getting their voice right now. They're like, yo, you're my best friend because you give me weed, you get my drug. You my manager. You my manager. Yo, come on, man. Shit don't work. I need a drink right now. I should be changing my drink up.
Y'all gotta get this man a drink. Get this man a drink.
Get me a tequila, whatever it is.
Bring me one, too. Fuck it.
Bring the bottle.
Yeah, but you know what I think also too? I just had a revelation.
Yeah.
When hip hop is being built, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
all these great A&Rs and managers, everyone's young, everyone is hungry, right?
Yeah.
Now these guys are still in position of power. And the thing is, as we get older, we know our opportunities to make money to keep taking care of our family is smaller. So now I'm watching older gentlemen not want to take a risk. And the reason why, it just hit me. Esso and I had a business dinner with a big executive, and they're like, they're afraid to take a risk on anybody. And I'm like, why? And I'm like, they can get fired. And it's scary to be in your mid-40s, your 50s, creative, and you can't take a risk, because then what's your next 20 years going to be? Where you going to get your money from? You're going to become a bus driver, a ticket agent? I didn't even look at it like that.
And he admitted what I said. I said they all looking for a lick, even the record executives.
Yeah, but I could tell you right now, I have a friend of mine that got fired because the year budget, and he put signed a couple artists that didn't make it.
See?
And guess what?
He's gone.
Because the major labels, they're not running by creators, music love.
No.
They're all numbers. They're all venture capital.
They're worse numbers now. The numbers is worse now. Yeah, go ahead.
Is that
venture capitalists, like you said.
Yeah, it is like straight up. I'm in the process raising, I don't want to put the number in, raising money to just because I have so many good talent here at Platinum. I'm like, yo, hold up. I have to raise this certain amount of money to put in each artist I'm working with.
Meek Mill just said he asked for $5 million from somebody to put out his music and content and all this other type of stuff.
And people look at him crazy.
But which is dumb because
you think so?
Because they think he's broke.
No, he's not broke.
But if you're in the music business and you're a veteran, we're not using our money. We're gonna use another nigga money.
It's the same thing white people do.
He goes to Dubai all the time. So let the Dubai motherfuckers give me the $5 million. Why would I spend my own $5 million?
You know who can save the music industry? The Dubai people. The same way they did with boxing, with golf. They have endless money to...
They be too
But sometimes, man,
powerful.
Let me just say, it is good. I deal with a lot of them. They put the money, but they think the minute they invest money on you, they think money gonna drop. The minute that, which it doesn't work like that, bro. When you said I own a catalog, okay? What I'm saying to you, catalog, right? When you have when you go in the catalog, the money's slow.
Yeah.
The money come in, but it's something that's keep coming.
Yeah, you can be on
come around, it's fine.
This
is fine.
Listen,
we do this on camera. We do this on camera. We do this shit on camera. You know what, man?
Come on, Jazz. Pop up, motherfucker.
We on camera.
Come on, Jazz. Yo,
keep it right
Platinum, When you chilling with
Ice,
Jerry,
ice, ice.
Wonder,
I got
what,
that. You ain't gotta do that, Jasmine. I'm here.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta do that. You're past that. I got it.
You got it, King.
Trust me. I do
Yes,
this.
yes,
I'll show you
yes,
how to
sir,
do
yes.
this, hon.
Yes, sir. Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, Jerry?
Yes,
Oh,
listen,
man.
yeah.
That motherfucker Jerry got bottles waiting for us to
Come
drink
on,
up
man.
in
Come
this.
on, man. You are
You know what I
platinum.
mean?
You chill with Jerry, you get whatever we
Chill
need.
with
One thing-
Jerry, you chill with the
Cheers,
best.
cheers.
You
Come
chill
on,
with
man.
I don't even
that.
drink like that,
That's
man.
about, woo. We
That's
Hey,
a
give
lot.
him a sip.
You can give me
him
some
a
of that.
sip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't.
No,
I don't
he ain't
drink-
drinking
no,
that, Jerry.
you
That's
can give
just
me-
me and you, Jerry.
All right, that's
That's just me
No,
and
no,
you.
you need a little more than that.
Yeah, stop that.
Yeah, there
I
we go.
get scared,
Come on,
nigga.
man.
It's
Yeah,
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yo,
It's Wednesday.
it's
Stop
only
acting
it's
scared.
only Wednesday.
Yeah, stop
Yeah.
acting scared. It's Wednesday.
Come on, man. Let's go.
It's Wednesday.
But you said you have a catalog, and your catalog is different because you have mega iconic records
Yeah.
from decades and generations that span. And even you said your money is slow.
Yo,
That's
money
insane.
slow.
It's residuals.
Money slow and catalog.
Mm.
But you could see how many people that's selling.
Interesting.
I tell creators, don't stop making music. Even it's not, it's not number one, but keep putting music out. Somebody take one track and a background while you're shooting something and they were playing some in the background and he's playing his favorite artist, nobody knows. I was just at a meeting where I was with Ebo a minute ago, and we going over a couple music, and we were playing song that wasn't a hit, but that's the sonic of today. It's crazy how people don't go listen to the hits; they go to the song that wasn't a hit, but then
It'll work.
It just special records, because when you do an album, people say, "Oh, this is the hit." You have 12 songs. You got 10 songs. You have an EP, 6 or 7 songs. That's what they said, that the other song are still hits. Some of them are still great record, but they don't get a chance though. They only promote a certain amount of songs.
Because the money, it takes 200,000 to work a record. So we do 3 songs, that's 600,000. That's the business side, Mr. Creator. That's the business side, Mr. Creator. That's why I keep telling you that. When he got these kids coming through here, I'm gonna do a business class right next door. After Jerry teach you everything about tinking and doing and merging and all that, we're gonna learn how to make some money.
But you know, anything you say around me, I take it for real.
Yeah,
It really happened.
I know, I'm dead
I'm telling you, because
I'm dead serious.
what I'm doing here, one thing I'm doing in my studio here, I don't have a studio like everybody. Everybody have a studio. That's why they make that little money. I'm like, get out of here. My studio is a temple for music creators. And it's not just only the singers. It's not only the musicians. It's not the beat makers. Who else want to do it? We got management. We got PR. We got everything. So I have something called here that I do producer series. It's not just about coming here. We talk about beats. We talk about when you do a song, how to make it number one, how you connect to sign to a BMI or ASCAP, or because this is when you put music. Your music could be playing all the way in, in Africa, all the way in India, all the way in Asia.
You're not getting the money.
Who's collecting the money? So that's why you need infrastructure. That's why you need team. So once again, your job, we be like, yo, where's the money? Now the question is, how do we make that money? Because they don't know.
That's what I'm
where
talking
you
about.
come in. That's why I make you always a great manager too.
Yeah. And that's why we do this show.
And this is what it's about. How do we help artists? Because I remember my first money I got.
How much was the first check? How much was the big check?
My first check was $150,000. Okay. And I was like, I thought I was rich, and I split it with my brother, and we was able to help buy the house where we were. In my culture, we do things for our family.
No, that's what I was gonna ask.
He Haitian too.
Yeah.
Being Haitian, right? It's always doctor, lawyer, engineer. So how long did it take for your family to be comfortable with you doing the music?
At the end of the day, man, I was playing the bass guitar since I was a kid in Haiti. By the way, I went to school in a donkey. My mom used to put me in a donkey, go buy avocado and mangoes.
Yeah.
And you have to be careful what you do to your kid around your kids, because they follow it. And that's when I didn't know what that means. But she was the first entrepreneur that I met. Because she would go.
She was selling avocado and mangoes to the motherfuckers around the way while you went to go get them on a donkey.
And I learned and you buy and sell, and that's why I took risks.
Mm.
When we did the Book of Basement, I put my first $38,000 that out into the business, and everybody put some. My brother put some, Wyclef put some, and we built the Book of Basement. That was the hub. And Akon used to be a barber. You know what's coming to the Book of Basement. And we create a lot of power and changing lights in Africa to millions of dollars. Lady Gaga, we got, you know, now you got Miss Hill, you know, start a Book of Basement. You got City High. I don't know if you even know that.
Yeah, of course.
Start at the Book of Basement. Wyclef.
Bob Celestin was at the Book of Basement too.
Of course, Bob Celestin, the #1 lawyer on the planet.
My lawyer too.
You know what I'm saying? That Bob, you know what I'm saying? Ken Joseph, we have the whole team. So for me, there's different levels that how do we go ahead and make a difference? How do we see the next 5 years for the young generation? How do we add value? Because listen, man, we already did it.
We got to do what they doing out west with Kendrick and SZA and Doechii. They got the signs. They got their discretionary fund where they can spend their money on what they want to spend it on. They're putting time. They got their own spaces where they can give their artists time. You don't see Kendrick rushing. You don't see SZA rushing. You don't see Doechii rushing, right? And they're telling people that you can't put out 4 projects, but SZA, Doechii, and Kendrick is putting out 4 projects. So evidently, if people want to really invest the money, it's still out there. But we know that the superstar takes the power from the record label. The record label wants the one-hit wonder, put out 1 album, because I don't got to re-up and give you no more money. You can't get this big budget from me and all the rest of that stuff. So the power is in keep making these new kids that can't command anything, that don't know anything, and we can make the money off of them.
But Jerry just said it. People think that the money's going to come back immediately.
How you doing, Jerry?
That's the issue.
But it doesn't drop. But there's that thing, right, with some of the artists. There's some of them think it's a hustle. They go to you.
They're catching the lick.
Invest 20 grand in my project. You spend 20 grand. They go to you next project. Then even the next project, yo, my next project, the last project I put 20, put 30. Then they go to the next person. They don't have a core investor, somebody that they grow with them. Think about it, man. SZA came to platinum. So many people, they all come to platinum sounds. With my studio, I create a place because since the studio is not where I make my money, I make it like really the temple. Like I said, the artists come here and I see who's the next gonna come up. And I come in and just say, okay, hold up. How do we invest on you? How do we create? Because that's the new model of like a company. Back in the day.
That's the old model.
Yeah, but exactly. That's what I was going to tell you. I was just saying back in the day.
That's how hip-hop got to where it was.
You see what I'm saying to you?
Yeah,
that's how it was.
But go ahead. And then it boomed.
The major labels just come in and mess it up because they just say, okay, they went and got a big building.
They made us global, but they took y'all I'm not us, y'all.
Yeah.
They took y'all niggas global. That's why.
That's good global, but at the same time, they flying first class. They going to the top restaurant. And next thing you know, you do an album, you already owe $500,000 that you only spend like $150,000 to create the record. How you already owe? Without marketing, you already owe $500,000 because people travel, going to. They be guys. You're taking coach
per diem.
Oh yeah,
clothes, stylist.
Listen.
Oh, got him.
Listen,
got him.
There's this one big executive, man. For years, we watched him spend rappers' budgets on strippers.
He did.
For years.
Not just strippers, and he would bring the women on trips with him.
Yes.
You know who this is, Jerry.
Yeah.
You know who this is, Jerry. He's famous, Jerry. You know who he is.
Yo, I ain't gonna say names. We all know. Don't say names.
And I remember one time, there was this one rapper. I don't want to say who he is.
You cannot.
No, we're not.
Let's try not to say names.
No, we're not.
We're not. You know.
His total budget was 25.
Yeah.
Not 1,000. 100. And half of that was spent on dinner for us.
No, 3,000. It was 3,000.
Oh, it was 3,000. Half of that was spent at dinner at Say Less for us.
The dude said he wouldn't even work the project because if he did anything with this 3,000, it would give the powers that be an idea like they could just give black people minimal budget and make it work. So instead of doing anything with it,
they had to let him fail.
He let us party it up.
Yo, you guys.
He let us party it up. I'm just saying.
Yo, you know the word recoup?
Yeah, of
course.
Recoupment.
I gotta tell you, I did a lot of the songs that I get points. And when you get points on the record gotta recoup first. I remember even the song Hips Don't Lie.
Yeah.
Still didn't recoup because
what?
Because the bigger the artist is,
the more they spend.
The more they spend. And they put it into it's everything. Like, you know, I have a song on the I don't have the whole album. But if my song recoup, why I have to worry about the other shit? But guess what?
Yeah, that's the paperwork you signed. You could have signed paperwork and said, fuck them.
Yeah.
And then they might not have bought the record.
What you trying to say?
Oh, yeah. Well, listen, man.
Yes.
Oh, my shirt. Yo, come fix me up. Come on, Jack.
Yes.
Yo, it's all good, man.
I pay attention.
We can do whatever we want.
I like us.
We own our show. We can do whatever we want,
Jerry.
Exactly.
We can fix the footage.
So it's a vibe. You feel me?
It's a vibe.
Like I always say, attack. We gotta look good. Our platinum sound, we do whatever we want because we own the place. This is us.
Bang, bang.
We shut it down whenever we want. Sometimes I shut the whole place down. And one day, what I want to do,
I'm gonna do it.
What we doing here,
yes,
I want us to do it and invite people. At least
let's
only
do it.
60 people.
60?
We only want 60, but you have to be the best 60. And when they come here, I'm shutting the whole place down, going from room to room, and we're gonna talk to everybody. Let's hear their story because this is the value we want to do. You cannot do that at some other studio because they have to make money.
Let me ask you a big question. But we're gonna joke around all day. I got a cultural question for you.
Please hit me up.
How does it feel to be the guys who gave this whole world Haitian pride? Because before y'all was throwing the flag, everybody was, when I was in Queens and the girl said, I said, your last name is Pierre, so you must be from so-and-so. Don't tell nobody.
To see Wyclef with the Haitian flag draped over him.
Yeah.
And it changed overnight because before, maybe a year or two before, when the Haitians did the protests on the Brooklyn Bridge because they said we were spreading AIDS.
Yeah, that was.
And he put that flag on overnight. We became good looking. We became the best fighters. We became the best money getters. And I'm like, oh, all right. And I know, like, seeing that, I'm like,
culturally.
Well,
and then everybody became Haitian. Lil Wayne, Diddy, this nigga, Waka Flocka.
But I tell you like this, there's always behind the scene.
Yeah, I want to hear the behind the scene.
The behind the scene, there's a brother named Brother Hatian. He was the road manager, not the manager, the road manager. And people, if you don't know, you have a manager, there's a road manager. The road manager, that's who on the road with you. That do everything. That's your best friend. When you fuck up, he's the one that's gonna be there for you. Anything. So the road manager, I remember we was at the Grammys, and big shout out to my cousin Wyclef, man. I love him so much. He basically said, yo, I'm not getting up there on that stage without a Haitian flag. They'll be like, huh? What do you mean? We're in motherfucking LA. Why are we gonna fly the Haitian flag? Yo, my man, Brother Hatian, you ask him an airplane, he will bring. I remember the Fugees wasn't big, and we would do an open up artist for a bigger artist, JDC, for example. Hatian would go in and trying to get JDC's dressing room for the Fugees. He's not my band, he's the biggest band. What are you talking about? And we are nobody. So Brother Hatian, whatever you want, he will get. That dude found
a Haitian flag.
We all went like, I went like this in LA. I said, how did he do it?
In the mid-90s. That's impossible.
Yo, but he did. And Clef had the flag. And since then, man, and I still feel like as Haitian, we haven't done enough.
Is he the first one to throw the flag up like that?
Yeah, he was the first one.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
So I understand that. How the fuck does that feel? Because this whole, listen, man, when I was at the BET Awards this year, my mentee was born in Port-au-Prince. I'm not from there. I'm just a regular old black dude. But I fuck with a lot of Caribbeans dudes, right? The whole shit was Haitian.
Yeah.
But the music industry has always been like that. Wyclef is the first to say he's Haitian.
But this is what I'm saying.
The food chain,
Everybody was scared.
Everybody was scared
to say it.
I know that because of voodoo, the outlook of y'all killers and y'all
people won't like you.
Yo,
and executive couldn't say it because they think if they say the Haitian, because at the end, if you say Haitian, the artist will leave you.
Yes.
Whoever your job would say,
we
man,
were scared. You know what I'm saying? I'm American. We were scared. There was a beautiful girl named Jasmine Bernard. I mean, her shit was like water. You heard me? Then one day, her shit was like water. I'm telling you.
That's the good bubble.
Listen, we talking one day, and she's like, her last name is Bernard.
Bernard,
So I said, Bernard.
That's
Yo,
Bernard.
I'm up here like, so I said, yo, where's your mother from? She said, Port-au-Prince. I said, you do voodoo. It's over. It's over.
The serpent and the rainbow.
Yo,
he don't know about that movie. That movie fucked in 86.
But I had questions for this nigga. You asked him, I'd be like, yo, Hynaken, is so-and-so real? Hey, yo, Hynaken, do they really be doing this shit? Hey, yo, Hynaken, what's up with this? And he'd be like, my moms do that shit. You don't believe in that shit. My pops don't fuck with that shit.
No.
It was mad questions that needed to be asked.
Yeah, but the culture is, when you grow up in Haiti, there's that one thing, depending on your family.
Yeah.
Some family don't mess with it. It just happened. I grew up in both family. I had somebody that, one of the uncle that was a voodoo priest. And I got this side was a Christian. But I grew up in the Christian part.
Yeah, I know exactly.
And the thing is, if I did a girl, I go to your house and I see you have a certain picture in your house.
Yeah. It's out. You out of here, bro. He's real. Yo, Jerry.
We done. We gone, bro. We not
Jerry,
messing with that.
Jerry, what's the picture, Jerry? What's the picture?
No. I don't want to. You ever had to do the?
What's the picture, Jerry?
No. You ever had to do the bath? You know where they do the tea leaves? The first time they did that shit, I'm 12. I'm like, yo, you can't leave until you do this. I'm like, do what? You got to get naked. I said, yo, it's mad niggas living in this room. What are you talking? Man. And they're like, yo, people are very spiteful. We got to cleanse you of all the spirits. I'm there, and they just,
yo,
who's the picture, Jerry?
You're not gonna say. Listen, man.
Leave I'm not messing with you.
Leave
that alone.
I'm not messing with you.
We good. You know what I'm saying?
But you still ain't tell me about the pride, man. How it feels with you see
y'all did it on the map.
You seeing the whole world just come outside like, yo, these niggas threw the flag up and I got pride and I'm outside.
I'm gonna let you finish. Then when Wyclef explained why he wore the flag, that's very important.
And what was great about it, man, Haitians, it's everywhere.
The whole world's Haitian.
It was like when we went on tour, we in Germany, we see Haitian flag. We're in France, Haitian flag. Yo, we even went to China, to Japan, we found Haitian flag. So every Haitian was like, it was okay. In New Jersey, especially in New York.
What?
It was okay to be a high school and say, Florida was always like, Florida.
Now Florida they different.
They don't play. They were just like straight up Haitian. It did feel good. And like I was saying right now, look at where our country, our country is really suffering from 1804 when we was the first black, that kick or the white people that we the French out and we fight. Right now, Haiti had owed so much money to France.
The debt is ridiculous.
And the debt is crazy. And because of that, the country we don't have roads, they don't have no infrastructure. And this is what we're paying for right now. And people looking at for Haiti, like they're paying, how you have a country right here, half an hour from Miami, you telling me the country don't have food, the country don't have water, the country don't have electricity, and the best vacation you could have done around the 70s, the 60s.
Was in Haiti? I didn't know that.
Bro, the water,
the
food.
The pearl of the island.
Because they trying to get me to go to Labadie.
Labadi, yes.
They took over.
But you
American
gotta
took
take
over
but you gotta take a boat there now. They
Yeah.
said like a cruise ship is the
Now,
only
that's
way
the
to
only
get
way to
over
get.
there.
Yeah, that's the
That's
only
what
way.
it's safely.
Listen, yeah, but they don't tell people you Haiti. They don't want to scare everybody. But
Yeah.
that's they got a contract with the what do you call it? The book company, the
So
cruise
why they
company.
can't do that with the rest of the country?
Well,
Or
the rest of the
somebody can't get
country.
a contract and fix up the rest of the country because it's a
No, let me
fabulous
tell you
I tell
something.
you, Haiti got a certain amount of people that run the country.
Yeah.
Maybe between 5 to 10 families, and they run everything. They own everything. I spent a lot of time in Haiti. I bought a TV station in Haiti. All that. Lost a lot of money in Haiti, but it doesn't matter. So they run the country, and when they run the country, if anybody put it this way, right? I remember there's a story. I don't know if it's real. There was somebody that come in and said they come into Haiti to build the roads or infrastructure. And the president or whoever was it, the team that was in charge, and say, that's great, you're gonna do that for the country. It's gonna be good, education and all that. But what's in it for me?
Yep.
They're like, what are you talking about? We're gonna build you all the roads.
You're gonna make money.
You're gonna make
No,
money.
no, no.
But
I know.
it was just about them. So, and the thing is, people like to be number one. If you're making I don't know, $5 billion a year, and I just say I could make you make like 10 billion. But you number one, let's make it easy. 1 billion you're making a year, but you're number one. I could help you make $5 billion. Do you mind being number 4?
No, I don't give a damn. But
But
they do. But they do.
They do. They like, no, I'd rather be number one. You're gonna come here, you're gonna create. And that's what hurting the country. You know, you have a country close to like 70% don't know how to write their name, read. They keep it that way. And anything that they give him, they take. And what's suffering, man, anytime somebody, a great president, somebody that love Haiti, they really killed them. They really take them in a
90% of
family.
the Haitian presidents have either been assassinated or exiled. 90%.
Yeah. 90,
That's
yeah.
not made up.
But is that okay? This is what I always say. It starts with the people, too, right? There's other people that are getting involved. There's other people that can make changes, but they also are turning their heads as well because the country is poor. Is there any way? Because listen, you got the Dominican Republic, right? I don't know too much about that, but they don't talk about all the stuff that they talk about over there. But the Dominican Republic have a lot of baseball players that come back and infuse a lot of money into the economy. Is that what's missing from your country?
But you know, there's a few Haitian billionaires.
Yes.
They don't give them a chance to come to Haiti and
the corruption is
because they're
ingrained.
scared of them coming.
Getting too powerful.
Because they're too powerful. Because the people that's running the country, and you know, they're like you got a lot of culture in Haiti. You got the Jewish. You got
the Polish. That's why people didn't know I was Haiti, because I got a German and Russian name.
Yeah. So you know, in the country, and those are the people that run. And whenever they want heat, they go to the ghetto, which is no education. They just say, here, there's 100,000. Make the country hot.
Yeah, that's how barbecue came up.
Yeah, barbecue was straight up, police working, army, police, and
they didn't honor the fulfillment. When he put the work
it's
in,
fulfillment.
And then he's like, it's my turn. They're like, nah, you good. He said, oh, word? And that's when he said, I'm going to take over because I know what I'm doing. The same thing.
And they just thought, you have the country that been suffering. Yeah. Politics in Haiti was really, really tough, and I got my cousin that was running for president. I know he would have been at a lot of value because
they would have tried to get at him too.
Yeah, everybody was getting at him.
It's a dangerous.
Yeah.
Why do y'all want to be president if everybody gets killed?
Well, sometimes, man, I remember Wyclef said, Jerry, let's go to Haiti. I was like, what are you talking about? They're cutting, things are crazy.
They cut people's heads off.
And he was like, no, we going. And I remember went to Cité Soleil, the City of God. There's a movie about it. Ghost of Cité Soleil.
Yeah. I remember.
So we did that. I was executive, I was a producer on it. And it was like, we went there. It's peaceful.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that hard. Everybody's just fighting, surviving. And
what about the kidnapping?
Well, the kidnapping, that's a way that, because there's no infrastructure. Everybody create their own infrastructure. How do I make money?
It's part of the financing.
Guess what? We got money. We got a team. And what happened? All the kidnappers was hired by the private sector to do bad things, to make the country hot. And after that, they got enough guns, they got enough stuff, enough money. They're like, okay, now you're not the boss anymore. We good. Now you owe us money. How many business you got now? You gotta pay us money now. Now this is yo, you don't give us money. How do I get you? If you don't give me what I want, should I go after your family or I take you out? If I take you out, I lose the money. I'm not gonna make no money if I take.
Let me tell you a crazy story. How messed up the mind is. It was this guy. He has a lot of money. And they kidnapped his girl. He paid the ransom, and she ain't come back yet. And so they get into communication. They're like, "Yo, where's she at?" It's gonna be tough to say. It's like, we're enjoying her so much. We need another week with her, but we'll give you some of that money back.
Oh, shoot.
That's how institutionalized the fuckery is. Yo, I was like, you got dudes, they got one guy by the name of Rambo, a military dude. He's going crazy, burning up the roofs. You got another guy, T. Lapui, Little Rain. He going crazy. These guys are like comic book characters.
They have 50 Cent.
Yeah, they got a Haitian 50 Cent.
Yeah, Haitian Tupac.
Yeah,
Haitian Tupac. There's a movie about it. Yo, we not making things up. I know we Haitian, but I'm telling you, that's real, man. Like in America, people are like, nah, man. You go like this, they're like, what is that? Haitians like, no, we hit that every day. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You got engineers who are now taking bulldozers to dig up the road so the police can't come in. That's why the police can't fuck with them. They just take the trucks. They're so intelligent with the crime that the regular police, you'd have to put military from America in to stabilize that, and then it becomes fuckery.
Yeah, and I got to tell you, my friend, the last president that died, that's my friend. He stayed at my house, you know? The one that they killed, Jovenel.
Jovenel, yeah.
Jovenel was a...
Let me tell you, Instagram...
They said he was supposed to be the best.
He was getting there.
It was,
you know, but he wasn't a great listener. That's the only problem that he had. But he was really good. He was like, I remember sitting down with him when he's like, Jerry, look at this file, man. None of these people really in a, this is everybody the government paying, but they don't exist. Somebody collecting the check, and the police was crooked, and the government was crooked, and the thing in Haiti,
it's in the blood to be.
Soon you turn president, there's a check they write you. You know, you might get a check for like $2 million that say, yo, welcome to be president. And you better cash that check. You don't cash it, that's your enemy. And there's another $5 million.
If you don't cash the check, that means what? You're an enemy.
You're an enemy.
Yeah.
That means you're in trouble.
Yo, listen, when my moms ran for mayor, the only reason they said, your corruption game is not good, so you're not gonna win. It's just like the music industry. Your budget is not up to par. If you're not high-level corrupt, you're not winning. That's it, point blank, the end.
Coming from all of that and knowing all these type of things and being from that background and having a lover of music, how did y'all put the Fugees together?
Well, the whole band was really set up like the Fugees, you know, Loren and actually Wyclef, Praz. Praz was really one a point person in that Fugees, believe it or not. Then Wyclef and they had another girl before Loren.
They did?
Yeah, they had another girl, and they was a different name. Then by the time they got Loren went to school with Praz, and the whole thing set up. And people, the score, that you know, that's the score album. That's what everybody know. But there was an album before that, you know, that didn't really make.
They didn't make it. Yeah. They was touring off that too. So they came to my college.
Yeah, exactly. And this is what Salam did. Mona Lisa, can I get it in Friday? That was the Mona Lisa, the remix. So that was the first album. Then we went on tour. And while we were on tour was like, you know, all of a sudden it was like, we see how the crowd was moving. Then we went back to the house and said, you know, we're not going to record in the studio. Then we did the album in the basement. But at the same time, you know, refugee camp, it was different art, different people involved. Like I say, Akon was a part of the refugee camp. People don't know. He was a part of the Fugees.
Akon was a part of the Fugees?
Yeah, man. Awesome. He was a part. And there was a few people that was a part, and how the Fugees, you know, it was just simple, man. It was like it was an easy going, and nobody cares. Nobody cares, man. It was like creating great music. Then where it was going, nobody knew it was gonna be the number one, the biggest hip hop, one of the biggest hip hop. I mean, if the band was really, the team, the group was really got the shit together, between Wyclef, Loren, and Pras, team up together. I hate to say that, I might get in trouble with that, but that band, that legacy, that really created, it's not just hip hop, but rock and roll, country music, R&B. I work with so many R&B artists. Everybody like, man, I love that Fugees sound. We really came up with a sound. Big shout out to John Forte and the rest of the team. It wasn't just that. They called me co-founder of the Fugees because I put a lot of energy into the band, and all the stuff was done in my dad's basement. I built that studio. I went to school, but at the end of the day, I'm glad I was a part of it. Even, when we did that album, I do Juices right now. When I did that album, I didn't know the business. And there's two things. I didn't know the business. I didn't get no publishing or nothing.
On the score?
On the score. I made more money later on, But at the same time, when you see the Matrix, the key man is not the important man for the outsider, but when you watch The Matrix, the key man was the main person. Everybody know Jerry Wonda was the key man from The Matrix to the refugee camp. And I'm the one travel with my SP12, my MPC, my bass guitar. And I didn't have time to go to the after parties. We would do a show where the show going, after the show, everybody getting chicks and, groupies everywhere. I'm like, oh, there's some groupies in the song. They're like, no, Jerry, you're in the studio. So they keep me in the studio. I was like, really, said I'm in the studio with Loren, I'm in the studio with Clef, and we did the whole Carnival album on the road. That, to me, the Carnival was the third album of the Fugees. Miseducation, basically the fourth album of the Fugees. Because if the band stick together, that's what it'd be. So we changed the sound of music. It's not just hip hop. And I'm glad I was a part of it. I'm glad I didn't know the business. Because if I know the business too much, it's like...
You would have hardened you.
Because what happened is, like, if you're marrying somebody, a girl, you're like, we're going to get married. And the first thing she said, well, I want you to know, when we got a divorce, I'm taking the half, my G. I'm taking the half. And you're like, hold up. Slow down now. Maybe we shouldn't get married. Why don't we live together first? You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, I didn't do that. I was like, it's all good. And people were suing, people talking about suing. I went and signed a deal with BMI. They're like, oh, we got Jerry Wonda. They're like co-producing it, the whole album, co-produced by Jerry Wonda, vibe. I thought, they're like, you're not a writer or nothing.
You ain't get no
they didn't
publishing.
give you no publishing. And I was like, really? And I was like, man, I thought I was a family. I didn't know the business, but guess what? Without doing that, and I'm glad that happened. And after that, I was like, anything that you guys got to give me my percentage. Then with my little percentage, I keep going, it grows, And now,
how'd you feel when you didn't get that? You say I thought I was family, but did it discourage you to make you want to stop doing music, knowing you put in all that work and you weren't, it was not possible for you to get paid if you ain't get your credit?
Well, I tell you, I need a drink for that.
I gotta know, bro. Like, I gotta know.
Listen, I was always a musician, so I was playing with a Spanish band. I make $150. I was playing with a Haitian band, playing the guitar.
He was doing
compa? Yeah, compa. Then I get $50, $60, and I was playing. My top 40 band was the one that really pays me. And when I started doing the food with the Fugees, I basically was kind of music director, kind of, in charge of the music stuff. And I was making like $1,500, $2,500 a night.
That's a lot back then.
I'm not going to fuck that up. I was like, I don't even know what publishing. They're like, you didn't get published. I was like, what's that? They're like, well, when you do music, you make beats, you get it as a part of the writer. I was like, yeah. They're like, well, what we're going to do, we're going to get a lawyer. I said, dude, what that means? Well, we're going to sue them so they could give you the percent. No. I said, no.
Hold on, they was going to sue Wyclef.
They had to.
The Fugees.
They would have had to.
Wow. Yes. I said, hell no, we're not suing no family. out of here.
They wanted
I
you.
said, I ain't
That's
messing.
tough.
You know, how would I care about?
You different. You different.
I was
Niggas
like,
would have sued their family. You different.
Yeah.
oh no, I'll never
That
sue
was
my family.
millions.
I would listen to me. I would never sue, even if it was today. I would never sue my family.
Did they ever tell you why you ain't get your credit?
Well, they say everybody blame fingers at somebody. You know, somebody.
Oh, that's the classic.
Yeah, that's classic. They should, yo, I thought I thought your cousin had you. I thought that
You a loyal mother. You a loyal MF, yo.
Listen, man, I'm a loyal person, and listen to me. When I look at them, it was a value. They opened the doors, and I even tell artists today, sometime, man. If you have to pay a little dues, you know, sometimes artists cutting a contract, they know so much, and they let the opportunity go because they just worry about the extra bucks. And I always say, you could take from me, but one thing you cannot take is my talent. Because it's inside of me. Unless you go inside and grab it, my brain. Because I pick up, yo, give me my MPC right now, my bass guitar. I give you a hit right now. Let's go. And I understand song infrastructure. I'm going to be like, nah, this is the hook. This is the intro. This is verse. This is, you know, second verse, chorus, second verse, bridge, whatever. I do that shit in 5 minutes. But I couldn't do that before I understand. And that's my dues. This is why now we could say legacy. And I try not to I take risks, but I take great risks.
You think they're going to pardon your cousin Pras?
Listen, man, one thing about Pras, since I met him, he was always a smart dude. Make a lot of crazy decisions, but let me just tell you, that dude, you talk about water, he knows everything about water. You talk about airplanes, he knows everything about airplanes.
Yeah.
Even when he never got on the plane. We talk about phones, he knew everything about, he could break everything down.
Let me tell you something. I remember, this is before Esso started doing interviews. Yeah. I did an interview with Pras. Great interview. So when the interview is done, he's talking to us about business. He shows us his watch.
Oh, he's a watch collector.
The watch is worth $500,000.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I call him because I already know his music background. Yeah. I said, you know, Pras got a $500,000 watch. You think it's real? He's like, yeah, but
how the fuck does he have on a $500,000
ain't that much?
I said, maybe I'm tripping, huh? But based upon what I know, they made their money off of them projects. I don't know how at this stage he's spending a $500,000 on a watch.
And I showed him, he said, that's a $500,000 watch. Yeah. I never put that video out because it was a private one.
Yeah.
And then that's when everything came out. I said, oh, all right, that makes sense. That's classic Haitian.
Yeah, but Pras always know the magic. You know, I always say, Pras, you know, you take a big percentage of my share of the score album. We laugh about it because it didn't matter for me, man. Whatever I don't get wasn't mine. In life, that's how I grew up. That's who I am.
Where you get that from?
Where
you get that
being
from?
humble because I see where my mom, I always go back to where I came. I still go to the same church where I grew up, which is Wyclef. Wyclef dad, I invest into the church too. We put money and time to the church. It doesn't matter for me. Whatever I don't get, because I got everything I ever want in life. Everything I'm getting now, those are extra. Look how fast I say we went liquor. How fast we got that bottle?
2 minutes.
Exactly. So I already got, and I designed myself. I got the right people around me, and I'm not cheap at all. I take care of everybody around me before I take care.
Well, I'm going to send you an invoice.
Yeah. Listen, guess what? You send me, guess what? You send me an invoice, guess what? It would be paid ASAP because I need you.
Jasmine, make up something, Jasmine.
Yo, listen, because I need something from you.
So let me ask you 0015.
Let me ask you this.
That invoice gonna take care of it. When I call you for something, you're gonna be like, now, let's go. Can I tell you one thing? When I go to a bar, the first thing I do, I walk in, I don't care, the drink was for free. The first thing I do, I tip the bartender the pen, $50 to $100. And the drink is free.
Everything's free.
Because what happened is that when I show up, there's a line. Me and my boys, 5 of us, my peeps.
Never
I just go like this. I say, yeah. She gonna leave everybody else and come to me. What do you need? What do you want, sir? Well, it's 5 of us here. Everybody, yeah. Oh, hold on. You next. Give me a second. Take care of us. So it's always good.
That's a music business, nigga.
Yes.
You understand? You have to take care of the people around you.
That's a
So
music businessman.
Well, we learn fast.
That's
Yeah.
I tell everybody this. If you can make it in the music business, it teaches you about every other business. If you learn about music business, you learn about relationships. This is the only place that they bring black people in and you are exposed to ginormous deals and how they work. The lawyers explain to you what you don't know.
Yeah.
If you find a good accountant, they'll teach you about money. You'll take your money, you'll learn how to invest your money and do what you gotta do. And the life lessons that you learn from these big wigs that have all this money in the places they expose you to is invaluable, bro.
Yeah. And it's really important that it goes back once again, like having a great team, you know, and you gotta have a great manager. There's somebody that you trust. You gotta have a great accountant. You have to make sure that your taxes are really important, that you take care of your taxes. A lot of kids, somebody that don't understand, they get a check for $250,000. They go buy a car, a second-hand Ferrari, a second-hand Bentley for 100,000, 150,000. It's not even new, but they don't understand. The accountant usually would tell them, you got to pay. Now, well, I ain't paying.
That's what they tell them.
Shit. They tell them, but the accountant said, well, you don't want to pay. Just remember, I didn't tell you. But you end up holding so much money in taxes. A lot of creators, they end up, really owe a lot of money on taxes. So it's really important that the team, you make money, just know how to spend the money. And make sure you have a corporation. Make sure you have things, taxes, write off, save your receipts. Because, us, man, we black people, if one of us made it, it's not just one of us. There's 150 of us now.
Yeah.
Before we made it, it's just us. The minute we made it, it's 150 because every family and friends.
Oh, yeah, you got brand new cousins, man.
You got the cousins coming everywhere. And when they come to, they cry. And, they don't know what you're going through.
They don't care.
They don't care. They think that you on TV, you doing all these interviews.
You don't have no problems in the world.
You good, man. Come on, man. All I need is fucking 10 grand. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, you have it. I see you. You on TV. You on this. You doing that. Come on. Man, we was on MTV playing with the Fugees, man. I couldn't even pay my car note.
That's real.
They don't know that.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, I learned at the end how to move on and really take care of people around you. And it's all about, I was able to change a lot of people's life. Like they helped me change my life. Now I'm a part of 300 million records sold. Of all the project that I work on, it's about 300 million records I'm a part. But my first project, if I did act stupid trying to sue my family, sue people, man, I wouldn't be here today. And I got to tell them, big shout out to Wyclef, big shout out to Loren, big shout out to Praz, big shout out to my dad, big shout out to everybody that been a part of my journey. And now, the past next year's 25 years of Platinum Sound, that studio that have been changing people's life in New York City, and I get to work with so many artists, so many people. Now I'm able to add value to education, add value. I had a nonprofit that I'm helping and I have infrastructure. I got great friends. I go to places, man. Some people don't know my face, but the minute they say Jerry Wonda, and I remember somebody was playing, went to a club and they played my music. I'm trying to go in there. The guy said, yo, there's a line, man. What are you doing? I know you look cool, but there's a line here. I was like, and someone was in there and said, yo, Jerry. And he looked at me and said, they just call you Jerry. And the guy said, they're playing your song in there, Jerry. And they play Maria.
Right.
He's like, yo, your song. And he's like, you Jerry Wonda? He's like, why you didn't say so? Why you didn't say your name? And this is what we send producers, man. We are the chef in the kitchen. We make the food, and there's a beautiful server that go take the food to the table.
Is that the writer or the artist that takes it to the kitchen? That
is the artist. Okay. The writer belong with the producer.
Gotcha.
Because there's so many songs I produce, and with a writer, and with the artist singing, and I see the artist saying, "Well, when I wrote this song, I wrote it for my fans." And I said, You wasn't even
You a liar.
there. You're
He
a
said
fucking
You a liar.
liar.
Didn't I tell you they be lying? I told you because that's the
I don't want to say
integrity.
name.
I can name some big people names, and all they do is be like, give me 5% of the record so I can say I wrote
I
it.
wrote it.
Give me
Listen, man.
5%, because as soon as my name go up there, nobody sees the percentages except for the people on the agreement.
Yo, listen, man. Cheers, man. Just
Cheers.
cheers, man. Come on, man.
Yo,
Cheers,
Jerry.
Let me answer one question.
Oh.
Is there anything that could have been done to keep the Fugees together?
They used to call me the Jimmy Carter.
The
and
diplomat.
2005, I remember. I went all the way to Miami to meet with Miss L to connect the Fugees for a tour, European tour. And I invest a lot of time and money to get the band together. We did a tour 2005. I always keep the relationship together. If you see them talking to them a lot of time, it was me that really, make sure I have a good relationship with Loren. I got a great relationship with Wyclef, great relationship with Price. I work it together. There's this thing with the Fugees where sometimes, man, the communication is not. Everybody kind of don't remember how it was. Everybody in that where it's at right now. The minute they was able to go back, this is why myself, I trained to go back. I go back to my where I grew up. I go back to everything that I do. Where I'm at today, I'm here, but I'm really where I used to be. Because the minute I feel like I'm right here, I forget where I came from. And I think the three have a great relationship. But if with good communication, they still be together. And right now, I'm not saying it's not gonna be together. Maybe one day. Right now, I don't even see it happen.
But can I ask a real personal question, Jerry? And I know you don't like to answer these. Nobody does. Is it because Wyclef and Lauryn used to fuck around? Could that be the thing? Because when
He took a big sip.
because when you have sexual type of stuff, although it might not be going on, men and women draw from past things, and could that be the ultimate tension? Because it seemed to me like from the couple times I've been around Praz is like, yo, whatever we gonna do, I'm going on the road, I'm gonna go get this money.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I don't think it's had anything to do. Well, it got something to do with the relationship that they had. It's like when you work with people, you work with someone, sometime and spending so much time on a tour, the artists end up, catching feeling for the next person, and for the person. And Clef and Lauren, they had a great relationship, great friendship. Then he turned to be, and that love stuff. But every bad situation, there's a good come out of it. Because without that relationship with Clef and Lauren, it wouldn't be
The Fugees.
no.
It's not there.
Because something happens when creators get in the studio.
The Fugees
What is
one
it?
thing. The Fugees is one thing. They were connected together. We do the score. But after that, Wyclef was hurt creating the carnival. And Lauren was kind of really hurt, sad.
Miseducation.
Without all this madness,
We don't have those
we wouldn't
classics.
have those classics. So everything worked perfectly. Now look at them; they're best friends. Everybody move on. People start a relationship and things don't work. It's okay.
So if they tight, why they can't go back on tour together? If
They've been touring.
Oh, they've been
Oh
touring
yeah,
now.
they do a lot.
Because you
of
said
shows.
you didn't know if it was going to come back together.
No. But there was just now. Now it's a little stressed out because we're Prize and and them
Gotcha.
the other two, they're not on communication. They're really everybody see things a different way. Prize see it a different way, and Lauren see it a different way. Clef see it a different way. And at the end of the day, Prize going to his situation, and I think he's gonna get out of it. I was go get to that question. I think he's gonna get out of it, and everybody grow up now, man. Everybody doing their own thing.
But all four of y'all seem like four really eclectic individuals. I'm just trying to figure out how the fuck did y'all survive even that long Lauryn being the type of singer, rapper, and artiste that she is, seeing where Wyclef came from and doing everything that he was doing, and then Pras was behind the scenes doing the business, and you was the backbone doing the music. You're eclectic, nigga. You're an eclectic person as well. So you got four eclectic people on the road with wants and dreams. Was it bound to have to break off and everybody do their thing, knowing what you know now?
Well, I always say, man, you have three Fugees and you got me, and I was I call them the Matrix, and I was the key man. And I'm glad that till today, till today, that's why, you're lucky I didn't give you the Bob encore. If I give you
Oh, he would have been finished.
That was a, can you pass me a paper towel?
He'd have been finished on the
Y'all gotta
Bob.
stop. That was an accident.
Especially the
I'm getting you the Bob encore. I'm getting you
Y'all
the Bob
gotta
encore.
stop right now. Y'all gotta stop.
He can handle the 3-star, the 5-star.
The 5-star.
Where y'all
He'll be
going?
finished.
Where y'all going right now?
Yeah, the Fugees, man, we did the time. We did our things. Everybody moving to the next thing. I believe one day we all gonna be jamming again. And if we don't jam, who cares? We already did the work. Nobody looking. Everybody, we all doing the separate things, and everybody happy. I got my infrastructure. Obviously, Wyclef got his. Loren got hers, and Pras. So at the end of the day, man, we all good. We all happy. It's good to be here and be alive. Because a lot of young people, our age, everybody, a lot of people passing. But we stay humble. I'm a humble person, especially me. I don't know about other people. I'm a humble, and I love my team. I create a team where I'm good no matter what.
I'm glad you said that. What do you feel about people that say if you're too humble, people will overlook you? That's not a good thing to be.
Well, you know what? I feel bad for people because when you're humble, you add in value. You just got to know how much value you add. And it's anybody that walk over you, the bad is for them because you good already. Like somebody walk over me, I laugh because I just go to the airport, jump in a plane, and just go wherever I want and go chill and come back, reset. I go to the reset button. Good luck to you. I hope you could reset. I can reset.
Yeah,
they can.
They can because at the end of the day, that's all you're doing the bad thing, man. It's all about, man, loving God, loving you, loving your family, your health. Make sure you have a great team and keep your word. Integrity.
If you could change anything about the music business, what would that be?
Get artists to really believe in themselves and stop copying everybody else. And I would tell older artists, don't ever forget what made you. I know you want to sound just like this sound of today, right now. But you need to get the sound of today, but don't forget what people love you for. So it still gives them what they love you for, and that's really important. Because some artists, man, they just so believe. You have to know the people that really buying your record. Now, do you think the young kids today going to buy your record? But you want to make sure the DJ playing the young kids' music and your music could blend in as a DJ, the tempo, but still have your sonic that match you.
That's hard, Jerry.
It's not. Then it goes to the producer.
You're elite, but there's not a lot of producers that could do that, and they're fucking expensive.
I'm talking the legacy artists should find a producer that could give them both.
The legacy artists.
The legacy artists need to find the producer that understand it and give them both.
How many of them is there? Let's keep it real.
How many producers?
Still living.
How many
that
producers?
could do that?
That can do that.
Maybe
They're still living.
12 at most?
I want to know. Hell no.
Listen,
hell no, ain't no 12.
All I see, I see the top producers. What is it on Billboard? What the top 50 producers?
The top 20, whatever,
21.
20 or 21st century.
21st, yeah, okay.
They had Jay-Z as number one.
Yeah,
Jermaine Dupri, yes.
Well, those are great producers.
Yes.
They still alive. That's why they're top. They're still there. So my thing is, man, you could still know the sound. And even you working with a new producer, you could say, this one is not for me. Okay? This one right here is not for me. But why don't we, it's like rice and peas. Why don't we take this out, that out, that out? Because you already legacy, you already know. I mean, we still want to aid, I still want the sounding, but maybe that snare's enough for me. Maybe that progression is not for me. But let's flip it. Get the sonic, man. And don't be cheap on it. Spend money, invest on yourself. Because you make money in the music business. That's why I invest. This is why I invest into platinum. To make sure we platinum. I'm always with the new, and I bring the classic with me. The classic leaving me.
You on the board of the Grammys, and
Yeah, I'm on the board a lot of different.
Artists complain about how they're being treated at the Grammys. They don't feel like there's enough black representation, whatever their gripes are. What does it take to be noticed by the Grammys?
Lobbyists. You have to lobby. You put a
He said that.
You understand?
I told niggas you campaign.
You know what I'm saying to you? You have to show up in places. People just complaining, and you also need you got the Grammys, then you have the publishers. You have to understand
ASCAP.
ASCAP. You have to go to this event. And you have to see, what's the law? People knows there's about 150,000 tax credit for a year for a creator? You don't know that exists. You understand? Now that's why you need to keep your receipt. Because you have 150,000 tax credit and the Grammys credit. Do you know if you sign to the Grammys, if you sick, if you sick, you can't work, you get a check.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
That's bad for real.
Yeah. If you sick, you get that's what there's a lot of opportunities.
So how did you get on the board?
Well, you need to register.
How did you get on the board?
Come on now. Maluk.
Do they call you? Do they call you and ask you if you want to join, or is this something that you have to tell the Harvey Mason and Jimmy Jam and them that you want to be a part of?
No, I didn't do all that. I just know that you could go online. And at the time I was working with a manager. I said, you need to be on the board. I said, what do I have to do to be on the board? And I just went and applied to be on the board. And there's a whole process. You don't just say you.
They let you skip the process.
Oh no, I didn't have to skip the process. Once my name show up, my picture show up,
and
they're like,
yo,
I like Jerry Wonda, but I still had to go to the process. I still had to do what I have to do. And now I'm telling you, don't have to be a voting member, but you need to apply to be a part of the Grammys because you get all this information, things about taxes, you got insurance. There's a lot of things, that while I'm on the board, I know people that was sick and, around COVID, there's,
they got money.
Millions of dollars when, and you have something called Music Cares, which is a nonprofit of the Grammys, you know what I'm saying? And when we talk about, when you talk about being a part, this information are important. It's the Academy. You know what I'm saying to you? The Music Academy, that's what it is. The Grammy is a part of the Academy, but it's really the Music Academy. So for me, is that the Grammy Academy is all about creators, information that you could get. And we don't know about it. Like I'm telling you right now. This is information that when we say, I'm a part of something called R&B playlist where we got all the R&B singers come in and to platinum sounds, or we take a venue, or we get the producers, the songwriters, and the engineers. And these are the things I tell kids while they're in school, they come here, they get it 3 months where they get training. Because the school, they get a big loan, man. I tell you, they owe a lot of money for the school. When they come here, give an internship, they're really not hands-on. They don't know what to do. So they come here, we train them for free. Like to make sure, that some of the engineer, intern now, the top engineers, they start here knowing nothing. Even Jasmine came here, and Jasmine is at my number, I'm number one, and she's number two in my company. She was an intern.
I remember.
Yeah. As an intern. So my whole thing is, man, I create superpower women, superpower men, superpower people. You come here, you want to learn, we're going to help you. And if you're in that bullshit, you fired. You out of here.
Whose brainchild was it when the score came out that y'all was gonna highlight Lauryn as a singer? Because she wasn't singing before that, correct?
Well, she was always. She's a
I'm talking
sister
about to
act too.
the world,
Yeah.
to the world. She was a rapper, and then next thing you know, we saw her singing, correct?
Actually, she was more singing first before even rapping. She like spoken words. She like a lot of lyrics. You know what I'm saying too? She was always singing though. If you see her on the sister act, you know, sister
Yeah, I
act,
saw
right?
that, but y'all took it to record when you did the "Killing Me Softly." I think it went to a whole. I remember being in college and we knew. I think Shaka Khan did the record first, right? But the swag that y'all put on it with Lauryn, it made it current at that time.
Well, you know that song was Roberta Flack, so right.
Oh, Roberta Flack, I'm sorry,
yeah,
Roberta
right.
Flack.
And did the song, but we wanted to do one song because it was all rap. The whole album was melodic rap too, because the hook, there was always a hook in every song, and was like, yo, let's do a song, a classic, and of course, Killing Me Softly, and I always like between Praz and Salam. Salam said, yo, I told Praz, and Praz said, yo, came up with it, and we did the song, and that, you know, I remember working on that song, you know, and I was a part of doing the drums with John Forte and bass, and the whole song was really Wyclef plays some roads, and I'm on bass, and we have the drums, but it's all vocals. It wasn't that much on the record. And what happened with the score, it wasn't too musical. It wasn't too much. It was musical, but not too much music. You know, now it's so busy. You know what I'm saying? But at the time, man, we were just making simple, add little chords, lyrics, simple. You know, the words, the concept of the records, everything was good. I mean, man, you have a bunch of geniuses, man.
Did y'all know y'all was gonna be that great? Did y'all know y'all was that great at the time?
If you ask some people, they would answer a different way. Definitely, I think Lauren would say yes. She knows she's gonna be great. Wyclef would say yes, and Price would say, yeah, we got something. I would say, man, I don't know what I was doing. I was just, love music and I love using the equipment. And I was there. I was glad to be a part of it. I didn't know it was gonna be big. Even when they told me, yo, we went gold. I said, what is that? They're like, we went first time platinum. I think we was in Germany or somewhere in London, wherever we was. And I was like, what is that? They're like, well, we sold a million. I didn't know what it was. And especially, I didn't own any publishing. It's not like I have a publisher that said, guess what? We went there, you getting more money. I wasn't getting any more money anyway, so I didn't know what it was. So I was like, okay, hallelujah, great. And they're like, yo, we big. All I know, we was touring. The crowd was getting bigger and bigger.
And you was getting money every tour date though, right? You was getting paid as a musician.
Sure. For sure, I was getting paid, and that was my money. I can't even lie. That money was really good for me, and I kept it that way until later on, Wyclef and I created a partnership, and we're just saying, that I was, create Maria. That's one of the songs. My Love Is Your Love for Whitney Houston, and
What was that publishing like? What did you feel like when you saw those checks? Cause that Maria, I know that was a monster.
Yeah.
Well, it's good. I like for people to sample me, though. You know what I mean? Because I have so much music. I'm waiting for people to sample. Every time I look at somebody says they sample me, I'm like, yo, go ahead, man. More money to pay things I gotta take care of, And I'm not after for, people just quick to get us so much money, man. I relax with what I have and take care of everybody around me. Be humble. I don't need 5 Ferraris. I don't need 5 Bentleys. Nah, man. We chilling, man. Let me add value to education. Let me add value to.
How did you get with Whitney? How did you get that record?
Once again, big shout out to Clive Davis. And I remember Wyclef came to me and said, yo, Clive want us to do a song for Whitney. And I know I work with Loren, work with Beyonce, we work with Beyonce, we work with Queen Latifah, a lot of different women at the time. And we was like, okay. Whitney Houston was always someone I want to work with. Somehow I feel like connected to her. And when they said I was at Hallelujah, we went and we did the song My Love Is Your Love. And when Whitney came in to start singing, and I found out we had the same birthday. She's August 9th, I'm August.
Oh, you a Leo? Oh, shit.
Yeah, August 9th.
Y'all Leos is a motherfucker. I know Whitney was a fire sign too, no wonder.
We had the same birthday, August 9th. So we basically was able to create the music that we created, and it was one of my favorite songs. And that song till today made me cry. You know, I have a certain my catalog. I have a big catalog. Every song that I create, there's a story behind it. I'm a part of. You know, something happened, or you know what I mean.
The song with Nas and Lauryn Hill. Like, you have any parts of that?
No, I don't have. Besides playing that song in the show, that song was done by different
Well, If I
producer.
Ruled the World?
Yeah, If I Ruled the World.
Yeah, but
Where was you when you first heard that? Because that was a different.
Oh no, that record with Nas, that record was crazy.
I was on the Tribal
you know,
Bridge when I heard it.
Yeah,
I still remember.
You know, yeah. You know, those are one of my favorite producers, track masters. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah,
Like
Tone and Poke.
Tone and Poke, yeah.
Those are my favorite producers. They did a great job on that, and you know, they were fans.
They the first Neptunes.
Oh yeah, they were
They
everything.
They the original Neptunes.
That's true.
That's a fact. What's the money commandment that you live by, Jerry? That means something that you do to ensure you're always going to keep money in your pocket.
Be humble. Be grateful.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever you don't get, you gotta drink champagne. Don't only drink champagne when you win something.
Sometimes you gotta
only drink champagne when you win.
He said, "Don't only drink champagne when you win."
Oh,
don't only drink champagne, because what happened? You kind of blessed when God don't give you something you want it so bad, because sometimes you get it, you don't live longer to really enjoy it, and God says it's not good. If you're gonna be hurting the world, you're working on a deal that's really close, and that partnership you think is gonna work, but really, God know it wasn't gonna work, and you didn't get it, and you sad.
That's when we was on the other show.
It's okay. You didn't get that show. There was a purpose, and if you're still alive, you're gonna realize later on this is why you didn't get it. You're gonna say, "Oh my God."
I think the best part you said, your blessing might be the thing that hurt the world. You're not ready to save the world the way we needed to. That's key.
What does being the Haitian mean to you?
No, I just gotta tell you, man. I don't see myself any other way not being Haitian. We really part of ourselves. The minute you just say he's Haitian, somehow I feel like connected to him.
The pride of the
feel
struggle.
Like we could talk. I know where he from. I know when he grew up, what he had to deal with his mom and pops.
Agenu. Yo, he learned that with Who Kid. He's like, what does Agenu mean?
Agenu?
And he's like, you gotta get on your knees.
What are you talking about? Look at the bell. Agenu, this is next. This is next.
That's what he said.
This is next, man.
I think you had to stand in the corner, look at the wall. He said,
Who Kid said he had to do it outside, and Tupac saw him and started laughing at him. He's like, what are you doing?
What are you doing? Yo, man. What?
Yeah, it was in Queens.
Once you Agenu. And now check this out. You get messed up. You know, the neighbors tell your mom.
Oh yeah.
And you get a beating from your mom, and like, what's wrong with you? And dad come home for 6 o'clock.
Oh yeah.
And say, yo, you have no idea what he did.
Oh, it's double up.
What happened? Oh, Agenu again. Then you get beat up again.
You gotta run it back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, wow. Who got the best rice? Nigerians.
No, Haitians, man.
Haitians, who got the best rice?
I just want to tell you, man, I don't want to get you sad. You might have to get another.
And you gonna say it's jollof rice?
That's second.
Listen, man.
What's the best rice?
The Haitian called Joon.
The mushroom rice.
Is the best rice, but they got to know how to cook it.
Yeah.
Then there's nothing better than, like, real talk. If you're a vegetarian, you don't eat meat, you want Jui sauce pois légumes. Légumes means that, it's the vegetables.
Yeah.
Why you gotta change your voice?
Because he don't understand.
When we talk about
what you got? He talking right. You don't understand.
When we talking about our food.
Bro.
I gotta tell you, I taste every food. I go to Africa.
Yeah.
Every food.
I don't like African food. I'm sorry.
I love African food.
No.
I'm sorry.
Don't do that.
Listen, I call my man Buster. I call my man Buster right now.
I like
Okay?
they shrimp and all that.
No,
but
no, man.
a lot of the sauces and
The
all
fish?
that. I'm
He can't eat
allergic.
fish.
I'm allergic.
Oh,
I
you
only can eat shrimp. But
You
all
can
the
only eat shrimp.
saucies and all that.
Oh, listen.
I done been asking a few
Leave that man
times.
sesh. He likes his rice dry. That's his problem.
Ah,
Yeah, that's
dry.
why he don't understand the rice culture.
How he gonna say I got a problem?
Let me just, yeah, that is a problem for us.
Yes,
Oh my God,
yes.
for us. It's a big disrespectful.
This is
You see it? You see how we do? It's like the Italian.
I don't want no
You see
disrespect.
what-
The zones fuck with me. Don't say
No,
that.
No, not like that. Italian.
Yes.
Haitian. Italian like this.
Mamma
When
mia.
they're talking about the food,
When
they're
you
like
eat it?
this. They're like this.
Yes.
And Haitian, we like,
Do you eat
you
with
see
a
my
spoon?
tongue?
Do you eat with a spoon?
Of course we eat it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh my God. I can't
Forks
even
and
talk about
spoons?
Heineken no more.
Oh my God, no.
Oh my God, I can't talk about him no more. I used to get on him all the time about
I
eating with a
don't follow
spoon.
No, what happened when you eat with a fork, that, especially a certain, that like, if you eating the sauce pois and the rice,
Oh, yeah.
you can't
You
eat it with fork. You have to eat with
Scoop
spoon.
it.
And you have to scoop it,
Scoop
and you
it.
have to put it
Get all the
and
nutrients.
you mix it.
Mix it.
The kids, you
The
can't
kids,
eat
yeah.
separate, man.
Yeah.
You gotta mix it. Haitian, tell them, yo, man, come on, show your face, man. I want you, yo, can you show your face,
I'm
man?
right here.
Oh,
they
they
got
see you,
me.
man, because
Yeah,
the
they got same
Haitians like,
time. Same time.
there's a way
Yeah.
you eat the food. I can't even speak the way I have to change my tone when we talk about
I see.
food.
Yeah,
Don't we do that?
of course. Doucement.
Doucement.
Tough, subtle,
'Cause that's
slow.
As a matter of fact, I gotta eat. I wish we could order some Haitian food. How long it would take? 'Cause I gotta give him some Haitian food.
Yeah, you can't eat. He's too. But
Y'all don't wanna
you know,
do
I already
that.
asked you the Mount Rushmore, the compa. You say you got to play some music.
Yeah, but please, I
That's
just
the end.
gotta play. At the end, I gotta play. Get my man in here. I need to play there's a new song. I tell you the story about the song.
All right.
There's a Haitian artist named Mikaben. Mikaben was in front of 30,000 people.
Wait, is that the one that died?
Died in front of 30,000.
Yeah, his sister had a baby when he died. That's how I knew about him.
Yeah, and he died, but he was just signed to me.
What?
Probably 9 months before he died, we was working on a project.
Yeah.
And after he died, everybody called me and said, "Yo, you working with Mikaben? We gotta put music out." I say, "Hell no." So what I did, I'm working on a project right now. I got Joey Badass, I got Queenium, I got I got Steph London, I got TJ, I got Eric Bellinger, and Stacy, but of course Stacy, I love. But that project, it's me. It's hip hop, R&B, reggae,
And how you
and
releasing
Haitian
it?
music.
Where?
I got a partnership right now with 1RPM.
Okay.
So I'm doing
The dude out of Austin.
distribution. So that's what I'm doing right now. But this one song, what I did, I had his vocals already.
Yeah.
So I went and I wanted to add a little R&B. There's a great artist writer named Elijah Blake.
I know Elijah Blake.
Blake. And I put it like, he's Haitian.
He's still writing. I haven't seen a lot.
See, that's Blake is not even a Haitian last name.
He used to be with Neo.
Exactly.
That's how I know him.
Yep,
He used to be
exactly.
with Neo.
Yeah.
So now I put him on the records for being Haitian. Then there was another one. There's this top Haitian, Alain Cave.
Oh, don't do that.
Oh my God.
He don't leave out. Come on, that's a legend.
He's a legend.
Legend.
Then I put him on a record because I want to make Mikaben and with the support that we're talking about. Then of course you have 3 guys now. I had to put a girl. And the girl is a new girl. Her name is Tadia. Then I put her. She doesn't have anything big out there, but I put on a record, and that's the first single I put out because I wanted to be Haitian. Then my next single is gonna be with Eric Bellinger. Then it's gonna be with Steph London. So I mix style of music. You see how we're talking right now? That's why I want to make that single. Then after that, I have about 10,000 records that I haven't.
Yo, play this record. I'm about to go to the bathroom.
What do you think about Michael Brun?
Come on,
That
man.
guy,
Michael Brun, he's doing a lot of great stuff. I'm a big fan of him.
Me too, man.
He's really
he's like half Haitian. He looks Chinese or
the
Asian.
video, yeah.
But he's really putting on.
Yeah, his family is like really in Haiti. The business people. In
Of course,
Haiti.
they're business people.
I want to play you a couple video because I think I want to
Can't hear
talk
you.
to you about what we're
Sign
doing
out?
right now.
Yeah.
But I gotta talk a
Oh,
little
wait, hold on.
bit.
All right, wait, hold on. He said I can sign out. BagFuel.com. Like, subscribe. Super thanks. Caught my man's BagFuel Baby sweatshirts. I got my cookbook online. We about to be streaming DJ Clue's music online.
Your fucking hoodie right there is
Oh
fire.
yeah, this is my hoodie from my school, so you can get the merch from
Ooh.
my school. You know what I'm saying? If you want my school is every Thursday, 7 to 8 p.m. It's only $47 a month. It's on the school
Yo,
app.
we're gonna make a
So-
special one.
sign up.
Property of Haiti with the flag, B. And then we
Ooh, I need that.
That'll be yours.
Yeah,
but thank you, Jerry Wonda, for coming out, rocking with us today, telling us all the stories and everything that you can tell us. And don't forget, when you get them students in here,
Yeah.
we gonna go from booth to booth and everything, and we're gonna teach them, and we're gonna get it on camera. We're gonna make it right.
Listen, we're gonna set that up. And once again, I'm Jerry Wonda. You live at Platinum Sound. If you wanna go platinum, you gotta record at Platinum. But you find me on Instagram, of course. You know I'm a Prince. Prince. You're gonna see Prince Wonder. You're gonna find me every platform. You know where you're gonna get me. Of course, check out Mr. Wonderful. That's the album that I'm putting out. But it's culture. It's everything from hip hop to R&B, compa. You call it. You name it. It's in there. Of course, I'm sharing some of the 10,000 songs that nobody heard. They're not out there yet. Subscribe. Let's go. Vibe.
Did you-
Passe.
Did you steal your last name from Stevie Wonder and change it?
Well, you know that name was given to me from the Booger Basement. It was like we'll talk Wyclef, Loren. They're like, yo, Jay Wonder bass line. They are classic.
So what was your name before Jay Wonder?
T-Bass.
Bass.
Oh, T-Bass.
Little bass.
Little bass.
Little Bass.
Yeah, Little Bass, and it goes
I
from
bet nobody even knew that. He Little Bass. That's his name, Little Bass.
Little Bass. And of course, you know, if you listen to Killing Me Softly when they're giving the shout out, Jerry Wonder up in here, Little Bass up in here, that's me. And you know, I'm the one finger
So
bass.
it's
You know,
T-Boss, and then you got T-Lapui going.
T-Lapui.
Yo, he's going crazy in Haiti.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah,
T-Lapui,
yeah. It's called Little Rain, right?
Yeah, let's go.
This is the Zoe show today.
Yeah, of course.
Let's go.
BagFuel,
Big shout
and
out.
we out of here. You heard?
Like we said, can I shut it down? Attack! Jerry Wonder, we out of here.
Hey, there you go.